qualifying round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Panthers and the Packers, and it's coming up next.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Tonight, the second of two on this Wild Card Saturday. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way
Time now for the second of 6 on this Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on this Saturday night. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to leave with a win.
First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A first down throw for Fields. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's third down and a few inches. Making the read, this is Fields. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Panthers.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now Fields. He runs with it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And this is going to set him up with first and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got to hear first and goal. No handoff, he'll keep it himself. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Now here's second and goal. Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. And this time, he's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Panthers. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Packers nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
Mike, it's funny, after we had an opportunity to meet with him last week, you would have never imagined that he was the player of the week. All he wanted to do was talk about the missed opportunities, how he can continue to get better and elevate the play of his teammates around him. And I'll tell you what, if he plans on limiting those mistakes going forward, you could just tell what makes him...
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Jackson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Panthers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Fields now to throw on first down. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Fields to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Here's Fields. He's got room to roam. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
And he'll get this inside the 10, but not much further than that. Fields now on second down. Now he'll run it. He is in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Carolina. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Packers nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Packers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Off he goes.
That play all over it. So that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
From the gun, it's Allen. nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team. Devin Tompkins goes back to return it. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. He's going to keep it himself. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Whoa! Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. Here's Fields to keep it himself. And he'll get about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They go play action with Fields. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
To say this group has started strong here in the 1st quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Pistol snap back to Fields. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Fields. He'll go right and find his running back. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. To throw is Fields. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Fields going to hang on to this one. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
Here's Eddie Pinheiro now, as the Panthers will try the field goal. This from 40 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back out to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion comes Pittman. And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, Allen. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He's going to tuck it and go.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Now it's Allen. Catch made, that's Pittman. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On 1st down, it's Allen. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw. High throw, but it's reeled in. And he's going to be taken down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Again, it's Allen to the air. To the goal line and in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, after being shut out in the 1st half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And a deep. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Andrew Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. Second down, it's Fields. To the right, that's Pitts. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Fields. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to get him once again. He's under siege. That is 3 in a row. That's Will Anderson, the Defensive Rookie of the Year, in there to record the sack. So after one, here on Super Wildcard Weekend, 17-7 is the score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. On play action, Allen. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Now, Allen.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Give up the middle to the big back, Dillon. And he'll move it out of harm's way. A gain of 3 up to the 4-yard line.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
Tompkins to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First down, Fields. That is downfield to the tight end, Pitts. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Fields to throw. He keeps it himself.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Allen working from the pistol. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 2. They put Adams in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. 3rd down, 3 to go. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Mixon. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. Now Allen on 1st down, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. To the outside, hauled in by Pittman. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. And in motion, it's Diggs. They'll try to run for it with Dillon. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Andrew Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Tremble comes in motion. Making the read, this is Fields. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
What a great job in this game by the defensive coordinator, continuing to put his players in position to succeed. And boy, have they taken advantage of it. But on the other side, they got to do something different. They got to bring in some extra blockers. They got to change up and go max protection. They have to give their quarterback a little bit of time, or else they've got no shot.
The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. And he's into the end zone yet again. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Panthers. So with that touchdown, his 3rd on the ground in this half, he's well on his way to potentially tying the mark for rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in one game. The current record is 4. He has 3. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers up their lead. It's now 24-7. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Throwing now, Allen. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Panthers.
They run out of the gun with Sanders. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Motion man set right. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Panthers
To throw is Fields. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They put Adams in motion. Fields now on 2nd down. He'll get this out wide. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Now Fields. Right back to Adams. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
At the 2-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Now, Fields. And he will score again. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Carolina. So they have leaned on him in the running game, and he has responded. 4 rushing touchdowns. That ties the record set by Billy Kilmer back in 1961, equaled 12 years later by Bobby Douglas.
The kick is good. Makes the score Panthers 31, Packers 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. A give. Here's Dillon. And a short pickup to about the 30. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's caught by Dillon. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. They'll throw on first down with Allen. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, that extra second in the pocket. And with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
3rd and long. Here's Allen. That is out quickly into the hands of Kirk. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Fields. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is...
This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Texas A&M. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it, 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. On 1st down, it's Allen. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's Allen to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Allen. The Panthers will take their first timeout. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
So if you're going to have time to allow your big tight end to start on one side of the field and run a crossing route all the way to the other, your big guys up front better hold up in protection. That's exactly what they were able to do here. Gave the quarterback the confidence of staying with him the entire way through, delivering that ball on the far side of the field, and leads to a nice pickup.
That's right side, taken in by Tremble. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play action, here's Fields. A throw right side is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Andrew Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here on the NFC side of the bracket. And this one looks like it should be a dandy, as it'll be the Detroit Lions matching up against the San Francisco 49ers. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He absolutely could not be stopped on the ground. It seemed like every time he held onto the ball, he wound up in the end zone. Just an electrifying first half. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks
Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the 3rd quarter of the NFC wildcard game. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And this has been a dreadful offensive performance. Quarterback picked off 4 times so far in the game to start the drive. Now the rookie 3rd rounder from SC, it's Marshawn Lloyd. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw. That's caught. It's Marshawn Lloyd. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now Allen on first down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
In motion comes Pittman. From the gun, it's Allen. His throw left side, taken in by Kirk. Here's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They send a receiver in motion left. Try to run it with Lloyd. And he will have a Packers first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Kirk is the motion man. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
When we met with him during the week, how did he describe himself to us, Mike? He said, I feel like I'm a student of the game. I feel like that's my advantage over my opponent. And as this game's unfolded, it's pretty clear to see why.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's complete. It's Lloyd. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Allen to throw. Here's a screen now for Lloyd. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will cut in that lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. First down. Fields. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
This guy's really in his zone right now, Mike. He's rushing with such confidence that it doesn't matter who they put on him. He thinks he's going to win every matchup, and with the rest of the time remaining here in the second half, The offense is going to have to change some things up. It's less about who blocks them and how we block them, because right now, one-on-one, it's just not getting the job done.
Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where, put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground right now?
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with how much confidence do you have that he can work himself through it, because as the turnovers continue to stack up, your biggest fear is that the confidence breaks down. So a lot of this is really just how well do you understand, what kind of relationship do you have with your quarterback. If you think you can get him through it, keep putting the ball in his hands. If you think he's done for the day, you got a big question you got to answer, whether he should even be in the game. They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Kirk is the motion man. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Here's Fields to keep it himself. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is an area of the game where Justin Fields really excels. His ability to not only improvise, but also be used as a designed runner. And in this case, that's exactly what this offense does, and he picks up a nice game.
That's a short pickup to about the 47. Andrew Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. It is 3rd and 10. Fields from the pistol. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
The Packers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now it's Allen. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Quick throw here is complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Allen. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Packers. Slot receiver, headed right. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Fields operating out of the pistol. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who is injured. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be 4th down. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one is caught by Kirk. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
In motion comes Pittman. Here's Allen. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Got his man. It's Kirk. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 4 yards.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
In motion comes Pittman. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
A run on 1st and goal. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? they've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The Packers will set up for the two-point conversion.
Now Allen, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Devin Tompkins on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Panthers offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Pistol snap back to Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's caught down the field. He's got McMillan. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. They put Adams in motion. And he's in. Kyle Pitts, touchdown, Panthers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. Panthers will extend this third quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On the zone read, it's Lloyd. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
I've always gone with the logic on the zone read, Mike, defensively, that you want to tackle the back. Make the quarterback keep it, because in this case, as you see, he gives the ball to his back with a hole. He can take it a long way.
Allen working from the pistol. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. In motion comes Pittman. Now Allen on first down.
Tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. They run out of the gun, and here's Lloyd. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Packers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Here comes Tompkins on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On the option, they give it to Mixon. And he's going to get the 1st down up past the 35-yard line.
Edgerrin Cooper on the stop. An 8-yard pickup. And the Panthers' 1st down.
So 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Fields. He runs with it. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
They go play action with Fields. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Packers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go here with Lloyd. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Packers' 1st down.
And in motion, it's Diggs. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down. They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And that'll go for gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Josh Allen on the bootleg. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They do so with 1st and 10. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Now, Fields. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll motion over Metcalf. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. It's another go with Dillon. And he's going to get him a 1st down. The tackle made up around the 20-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. A handoff. That's Dillon running right, and not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Josh Allen. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They need one right now. Here comes Pittman. Now Allen facing 3rd and long. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback, and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Allen. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Dillon. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Throwing is Allen. Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 4, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Fields gonna hang on to this one, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They put Adams in motion. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run here with Mixon. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On the give, this is Mixon. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Here's Fields. Looking middle here, and he's got McMillan. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Near the sideline and caught by Metcalf. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. A give, here's Dillon. A short gain there to about the 22. In motion comes Pittman. To throw is Allen. Here's a screen now for Lloyd. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dillon. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down, taking this to the 34. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to keep it himself. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Running here is Dillon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Right back to Dillon. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. In motion comes Pittman. They'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Dillon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. It's Dillon. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now it's Allen. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one online, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Devin Tompkins. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Flacco to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. Now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Flacco. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a first down. This one caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So, it's a win for the Packers. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.